Good morning, everyone. It's Marla Copal, and I'm here today with some thoughts on that side hustle that you're working and how it's going for you. I know that I'm someone who's joined in a couple of side hustles in my lifetime, probably 4 to be exact. And there was always that same challenge. When do you keep your head in the clouds and when do you get your feet on the ground? Like the dream is really great. But can you go sell a dream to somebody else if you're not fulfilling your own dream? So there's multiple challenges with making a side hustle work. And there's a lot of you out there now after the pandemic, or you had to change businesses, or now some of you are actually stuck at home because the school system isn't in play. And so you're trying to redesign yourself and manage your family. And there's some of you that are retiring and you're so used to what your daily routine is that you don't have a routine or a time schedule for running a side hustle. And I got to tell you, it's not easy. And I've tried this before. I've run a business of 50 people, built that business, but times are different. So let me explain to you about time management and some things that you can possibly do to be successful. And I help people with this all the time. I have to go back to those times when I watched my family build a business and work full time. Now, this was when I'm a kid, all right? So this is a long time ago. But my mom worked in the John Deere implement business, and she was, in the summer, she'd go up to Denver to go to school so that she could become a school teacher. Pardon me. And then my dad ran the Purina Chow business for my grandfather. And then he wanted to be a side photographer. And then he got the bright idea that he'd become a chicken rancher. Now, at that time, there were no raised cage chicken ranches at all in Colorado. So he was the first. He was the first with raised cages. And that was very fascinating, and the whole inventory system of how they did eggs. So what did we do as a family? Well, every night or every morning, Dad would go out and gather all the eggs. And every night, we would go out as a family, and we were young. We were 2, 4, and 6, right? And we are buffing the poop off the eggs with these little sandpaper things. My 2-year-old brother was putting egg cartons together. And if you aren't my age, you don't even know what I just talked about. But they used to have collapsible boxes, and then you just put the slots in and you would make the egg dozen carton. And then we had candlers that now professional people use, right? So what we did is I would pick up each egg and I'd hold it up to a light and make sure that there was no fetus in there. And then I would roll it down this little scale and it would show me the peewees to the extra larges. And then I'd know how to box. Obviously, I was the 6-year-old, right? So there was a routine, there was a method, and we had a time schedule that we did this every day. We had a daily method of operation. Side hustles need the same. It's not like you've got an idea that, oh, wow, I want to make all this money. You've got to know how many people a week you have to talk to, or how many people a week you need to connect with, or how many people a week you need to just recontact after you've given them a product sample. There's all sorts of strategies, and you may have an email system, but do you have an email system that will automate for you? Do you have a system that will give you free leads for life without having to go pay for Facebook ads? So when we come into this thing called a side hustle, there's a lot of planning. And there are systems out there that will show you one piece of it or 2 pieces of it, but not the whole enchilada. Well, I've got the whole enchilada because it's what has been helping me with my processes and my connections and my communications. So when we are running side hustles, that time management comes down to something simple called the daily method of operation. Well, yeah, you get up in the morning, you eat breakfast, you read the paper, you go to work, and then you come home and you fix dinner, and then maybe you can ignore the news and you can call a few people. But is that enough? Is that enough? So a daily method of operation, I will explain what mine is, just like my dad and mom had theirs for the chicken ranch. So I get up every morning and I listen to a 12-minute meditation that really helps me just have my brain engaged and not worry about world affairs. Then the next thing I do is I will journal 2 or 3 things that I want to accomplish for the day. And they may be different than what I wrote down before I went to bed the night before, but I'm checking in with myself. Have I gotten any new ideas or brainstorms so that I don't go down a rabbit hole somewhere during the day? And then I will have breakfast with my husband. We will laugh over the comic strips in the newspaper. And then I'm in the shower, I'm getting dressed. And then I'm making my notes for my videos for the day. And I do 3 videos or 2. But what I have is I put them into my study groups. And then I put videos out here for potential clients to hear, see, and know me. And I then will write some blogs. And so and then I'm helping other people grow their business. So then my calls start through the day where I'm either engaging with someone new or engaging with someone on my team that needs help. It's a pretty definite process. And then I have other things that I tune into during the day to educate myself. So to keep the structure is really tough. It's not an easy thing. And if we go on vacation, we've got to plan ahead. How are we going to still keep this contact going? But when you can get this into a good flow, you don't need to have advertisements. You can grow your team. You can recruit others, and they will want to use your system. So here's my offer today is I have a new book out called Traction Secrets Marketing. I'd love it if you'd say yes in the thing or send me the book in comments today, and I would be delighted to send you a free copy. And then I will be having in June a challenge on Facebook so that you can really understand how to get more yeses from people, so that you can understand how to post for profits. And it is an art form, but it is a doable, learnable skill. And then how you can build email lists. So if you want in on that information, I'm just putting it together. You've got guided education, conversations, questions, Q&A every day, but it is designed to work into your time schedule. So there is a daily method of operation for that too. So if you're ready for Attraction Secrets Marketing, you want to get a daily method of operation together, you just got to say, send me the book, and it's yours. So we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.